make it productive.
For sure.
We like to start with our wins, right?
Yes. So let's start with those wins. So Jenna.
Yeah.
So what are you celebrating this month?
This month? Ooh.
Like since our last call, I guess.
Since
Sorry, our last group call, not our last
Yeah, not the last 20 minutes. Since the November call, I have actually been pretty proud of myself. In October, actually, I think I launched the blog right at Halloween, so I only got one post out in October. But because I did my welcome email or my welcome post, and then I did a Halloween post. I've actually exceeded my goal of getting one post out a month, and I've actually successfully done 2 posts.
Amazing.
And I also kind of overcame sort of a little, I'm trying to think of the word, fear, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of creating content, I had wanted to do sort of a photo shoot Sunday a week ago of me holding shopping bags, like the post that you had talked about, or the picture that you had talked about, but I was going to do it just randomly in the city, maybe in front of Anthropology or something. And it was just between Friendsgiving and trying to get ready to leave, and then having stuff to do on Sunday with a couple of friends before I left for the holidays. It just didn't get done. And I finally just kind of sucked it up and was like, I don't have cute photos for Instagram. I don't have photos for this blog. So I just didn't put any photos on the blog. Mm-hmm. And then instead of worrying about pictures of me, I actually ended up doing screenshots of the boutiques that I liked, their Instagram pages, and tagging them in the Instagram post instead of it being pictures of me.
That's awesome.
That's a great idea.
I will take that as a win.
Yeah,
for sure.
Had to be a little creative with my resources there.
Love it. I love it. Well, Alex, do we want to share our wins?
Sure.
Because I don't want to be the only one to share on this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want this to be
No. Well, I know I'm really proud of us starting to expand to Twitter, which was one of our goals, to diversify our platforms. Mm-hmm. And I'm also proud that we have content and events planned for a whole year for next year. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm super pumped about that. Yeah. I'm really excited about the we're just getting really focused and streamlined on how we serve our community. And so I'm really excited to implement those in the new year too. So yay! Good. Okay, and then for up next we have what do we call it?
I just said struggles.
Struggles? I feel like that was a different, a more sorry, I'm gonna literally pull up our Trello so that we do this weekly. I just forgot what we called it. We do wins and improvements.
Yes. Improvements.
So this month, I guess kind of looking ahead, or no, I guess looking back, what can we improve on? Victoria just messaged us in the group. But anyways, looking back on the past month, what is something that you could have improved on that you want to carry forward into the next month?
For me, I've struggled with balance. So going back to that documenting, not creating, there are times where I genuinely just get so busy. I took photos in a boutique on Saturday for Small Business Saturday, and I've never posted them. And I'm like, do I go back and post them now? Even last night I was like, just get the post together and post it. Even though you can post to them for Cyber Monday, and now I'm Cyber Monday's over, and do I still just post and be check out this store if you're in Pittsburgh, that you can shop online from them too.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it was one of those things, the weekend got so crazy and just the whole month of November got crazy that although I was posting, I definitely was not posting nearly as much. And I don't know that the quality of my posts were there. I felt like I shortchanged them a little bit.
Also remember, quality is subjective, so just don't let that get in your head too.
Okay. It's good to know.
I want to give a shout out. Welcome, Taylor. She's finally able to make her first call. Yay!
Yay!
So she is joining us from California. Hi.
Hello.
So that's totally okay. If you want to message us, I know you're on your phone. But we were just chatting about things we're celebrating the past month and also things we want to improve. So if you want to pop that in the chat, please feel free. Otherwise, we're just going to chat a little bit more. So Jenna, to your point of like, should I post this, should I not, like the answer is always just post it. Like, just, I know Small Business Saturday was last week, but there's definitely a way you can like revamp content to always keep it new and fresh. I mean, like we kind of chatted about on your 2-on-1 call, like you're just documenting. So if these are your favorite stores that you shopped at, your favorite ways to support small businesses, like that's always like, I know for me as a small business owner, like, always appreciate it. So
good to know.
Sure. Yeah.
And you can even do like Small Business Saturday, maybe over, but I still love to support small businesses. And here are a few of my favorites, or here's my haul from last weekend.
Okay.
Like no one actually cares as much as we think they do. Like, oh my gosh, this was Small Business Saturday and she's posting it on a Wednesday. So like, I think we create these situations in our head and like literally nobody cares. Because when you think of your actions on Instagram.
I was going to say, you're definitely right. I'd be like, oh, I need to go there next time. Not, oh, dang it, I missed it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like honestly, I think like even posting after the fact sometimes is beneficial. Like you're not doing it just because everyone else is doing it. Like, oh, it's Small Business Saturday. And then everyone's sharing their Small Business Saturday like faves. So you're kind of waiting till after, like, you know, things have died down a little bit, and then you're like, boom, these are my favorites. And
don't forget about me. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
So Taylor said she is celebrating settling into a new office space in her house. Yes, girl. And she's working on doing a better job promoting myself. It's so awkward for her still. Well, Taylor, girl,
no, girl.
We are your hype girls.
Yeah.
So please let us know so we can promote as well.
Tag us so we can share. We put your link in our bio. Girl, we got you.
I was going to say, we actually have a post.
Taylor.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
She is Taylor M. TIEMAN .ES.
Wire.
Under us? Okay, we're gonna share. We need to actually like do that in the Facebook group too. Like share your social media handles so we can all connect.
And
okay.
Taylor's actually a guest lecturer.
Underscore. Okay, she said it's underscore ESQ. Okay.
Thank you. Taylor's a guest lecturer next year in the academy, and she's teaching like business law 101, like the basic legal.
Oh, okay.
Starting a business. Yeah. So
we're super pumped to have her, but as a lecturer, also in the academy, just kind of doing all the things. But yeah, Taylor, girl, we actually have a post with you in it later this month, so stay tuned. Like I said, we are y'all's hype girls. So anything y'all have going on, just tag us. Like we'll share it in the news. We'll pop it in our emails. The Girl Talk newsletters that go out every other week. She says, thank you in all caps. Love it. But yeah, so we're just going to continue, I guess, on the docket. We also wanted to chat a little bit about goals. So I know it's December. We're not only setting kind of our monthly intentions, monthly goals here, but we're also kind of looking ahead into the new year. You know, rather than waiting until January 1st, we like to go into the new year with a plan. This is something we're learning, to be honest. I think Alex and I in the past, we're both like creative minded. So we're getting like honing in on the strategy, honing in on that other side of our brain. That's like,
we're trying to tame the squirrel brain.
Yes. Taming the squirrel brain. That's it.
When you can figure out how to do that, I could take some advice on that one.
Yeah, so it's a lot of like
takes
just
over sometimes.
Super intentional with our actions and with our planning. So sticking to those weekly meetings with each other, but also with ourselves. And yeah, just really checking in on the goals and intentions that we set personally and professionally in our many different facets of our lives. So yeah, looking ahead to this month, I know for us a big goal is to launch, and y'all are kind of the first to hear about it. Jenna, I know you're in Philly, so this is probably a little more applicable to you, but we're starting the society sessions. So these are monthly pop-ups that are going to be hosted in Philly and Austin for now. Taylor, we're headed your way, girl.
We're coming.
We're headed your way. So yeah, we are starting those in Philly on December 19th. So it's actually free for society members like yourselves, for Academy members. And it's an intimate mastermind. There's only 15 spots open, and we get to chat with this month as a boutique owner at her boutique. So not only do you get discounted shopping, you get to chat with her, and Alex can tell you more about her. She's actually met her in real life. But yeah, I just want to give y'all a heads up on that we're super excited this month to start that.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, we wanted to really like kind of, and you guys get like the behind the scenes of kind of what we're doing, and like Anna Laura was saying, like streamline and fine tune our processes and really kind of figure out like how we wanted to run our events. And again, how we met is really like small kind of business mastermindy sessions, and it benefited us so much that we're really excited to bring that small business mastermind feel to our community, but also still with the She Shines feel to it. So obviously it's going to be in your city's top restaurants, top boutiques, and there's going to be bubbly and light bites, and it's really a chance to network with high-powered professional career women and entrepreneurs, and get to have the time to ask them those questions that you may be like scared to maybe DM them, or burning questions that you have had no one to ask. And so we're really excited to spotlight Sharita Jones this month, and she is a self-made entrepreneur. She has no background in fashion or owning a boutique or anything, and really, I hate this term, but pulled herself up by her bootstraps and opened this boutique by herself without any help. And she'll tell you more if you come to the event, but how when she was starting this, had no one to go to and didn't really know what to do and had to figure it out herself. So she's also really excited to share all of the things that she's learned along the way with our She Shines Society, and also give you guys a discount on her beautiful boutique for some shopping. But again, just a chance for our community to grow together and really give everyone an opportunity to ask those questions. You know, bring your laptops. What help do you need? Where can we help you guys? So, and like Anna Laura said, it'll be alternating every month between Philly and Austin. So
how do we sign up for it? I feel like I saw something, but I can't seem to find it now.
Yeah, there is a link in our Instagram bio. We'll drop it in the Facebook group as well. Let me make a note to do that. But there was an email sent out about it yesterday. So yeah, I know y'all got several emails from us within like an hour for both the reminder and this new event. So yeah, just I think this one was from Anna Laura and Alex though. So
maybe that.
You want me to post it in the chat, or?
Yes, please. If you just even want to share the Facebook, there's like an event. Oh, perfect. Now it's in the chat.
Perfect.
But for you ladies watching the recording, we'll be sure to post that in the Facebook group as well. But yeah, so if you Philly ladies are in, or anyone in the area, invite your friends. But Academy members do get in free. You just have to RSVP though, because spaces are really limited. We just want to have a heads up on who's coming. But like we said, Taylor, we would love to come out to Cali. So we'll work on that. So that's what we're excited about, is really finally doing that this month and honing in and being really specific and intentional with that. So anyways, what are y'all working on this month? Let's see, Taylor's gonna type. Jenna, I know we just chatted about this really.
It's
I feel
cool. I'll fill Taylor in my life too. So this month I don't even know. What was the question?
Goal.
Yeah, what are you working toward this month?
Going back to kind of the basics of documenting, not focusing on creating content, just documenting my everyday life. I feel like I got pretty comfortable with that for about a month. And then, like I said, craziness kind of hit with Black Friday and everything. And I was trying to be that perfect blogger, Instagrammer person. And it got into my head a little bit. So just going back to basics almost, and trying to put more fun in it and less stress around it. Like I'm doing this as a creative outlet, and just not thinking as much about it.
I love that. And as long as you always go back to that, like, you should be having fun, right? This is your creative outlet, just to keep kind of on the path of like, why am I doing this? What is this for?
Can I just ask a random question? Not so much, actually, my friends are super supportive, but ironically enough, that little sister that you saw on the door earlier is the one who, it's not that she's not supportive, but she's a little bit edgy about it. She's like, oh, you need me to take your photo again? Or like we went to Disney and she was like, are you going to be on your phone the whole time? And I told her up front, I was like, I will definitely have a post every day, but I literally plan to post and be done. Like, I don't want to be that person who's on their phone. I want to be present while we're at Disney. And how do you like I said, my close friends aren't like that, but how do you overcome that? Like her and I, we live together. We spend essentially almost every waking moment together. So when it comes to people that you are around often that maybe have a slightly negative view, how do you overcome that?
That's a really great question. For me, like I know when I first started, it sounds like you're doing this already, so I'll have to think on this more. But I know my husband is supportive as he is. I mean, he takes 98% of the photos that you see on my personal feed. But it wasn't like always like that. And I know on my phone like way too much initially. And we just had to have some really like heart to heart conversations. And like you said, like I did have to say, look, I'm working at this time to this time. I'm just going to like post and be done with it. But yeah, I know just having those conversations like really helped us, and helped him see like, okay, this, like she really is treating it as a business. She has to show up for it like a business. Otherwise, like it's not going to grow anywhere, like go anywhere, grow anything. So once he grasped that I wasn't just like on my phone for the sake of being on my phone, like I'm doing it for a reason and here's my vision behind it. He was able to grasp it and get on board with it more. And it became like, photo shoots became a lot more fun after that too.
Yeah, very similar to Anna Laura. Like it definitely took time. Because like my family members still make fun of me and like, they're like, oh, you're the family's influencer, like, oh, you didn't take pictures at Thanksgiving, and I know they're joking, and probably like a few years ago it would have like shut me down. But like at the end of the day, like what is their opinion doing to me and my business? Literally nothing. Like the only effect it has is negative, and that's something I don't want, so that's a mindset thing that I've had to work on. And in terms of like loved ones and stuff, like Ryan and I had just have to have a lot of open communication. Like I've told him Mondays and Tuesdays are business, and we knew ahead of time that I had a lot of calls today, and I prepped dinner so everything was ready. So he, so it just to alleviate the stress for the loved one or someone else in your house, but also like Anna Laura said, like treating it like a business, like showing up for myself and speaking about it with confidence and saying, this is what I need to do. These are the things that need to be done. If we go out on a date, like I'm not going to take a bunch of pictures, but if we're going out with friends or something like that, I'm going to need you to snap a few pictures. And then I'll jokingly be like, I just need 5. And like, that's it. And then you're done for the day, but I think as silly as it sounds, setting those boundaries, like, hey, we're going to Disney, but just letting you know, I'm really going to need you to take like at least 3 pictures a day for me, and like that's it, or whatever it might be, and it may seem silly at first, but setting those boundaries I think also lets people know like, oh, like she's for real about this, like this is what she's doing, so
cool.
I hope that helped.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love that question though. So yeah, I think just treating it like a business for sure. But yeah, that's funny. I'm glad you brought up the Q&As, because up next, like after the goal setting, kind of intention setting portion, for y'all watching the recording as well, we'd love to hear your intentions and your goals for the upcoming month. If you do have a goal for the year, let us know that too, so we can support y'all. Taylor did message me. She had to hop off. She was going to a Pilates class, but she will watch the replay. So Taylor, we look forward to hearing your goals as well. But yeah, up next is the Q&A. So Jenna, I know we literally just hopped off a 2-on-1 call. One, if y'all haven't scheduled your 2-on-1 call, be sure to do that. Check that Calendly link. And anyways, if you have any questions as well, we're here for it. So please ask away. If we feel we can answer them well through text, like through Facebook, we will. Otherwise, we're happy to answer them on next week's weekly live. Alex and I now, instead of trying for the two of us to get on with a weekly live, if Facebook, I swear, changes the rules every week. I can't keep up. Yeah, so we're going to shift weeks. So Alex is on next week, so drop your questions, and she'll answer them live. I'll be in the comments answering as well. But yeah, Jenna, do you have any other questions for us now?
My only question I have, and you could just post this on Facebook, we don't necessarily have to talk about it, but like maybe top 10 or like 5 tips for goal setting. I know that is something, I mean, we always talk about like SMART goals, even in like my corporate job. Yeah. And it's something that I get to a point where I think sometimes I tend to overshoot with my goals. And don't necessarily set attainable goals. Like, it's not realistic. Like, my life doesn't, especially when I was doing the makeup stuff, it was like, oh, I'm going to do like 10 clients a week. I'm like, I have a corporate job. I can fit 1 client in after work. Like, that's it. Right. So in a week, that's 5 clients if I did 1 Monday through Friday. And then I was like trying to cram them in on the weekends. I'm like, I have no social life now. All I do is sit and do people's makeup. So it's definitely setting attainable goals, but also that our goals, like if you set it if you make it too easy, then what do you do? Or like, how do you, if you realize you've set a goal that's a little bit too easy, how do you make it a little bit harder the next time around? So just little tips and tricks for goal setting, I think, could be very useful.
I'm so excited about that. I'm really glad you brought that up. That is actually like sneak peek, because y'all are Academy members. That's actually one of our courses dropping next month.
Oh, nice.
It is a full-on goal setting course. So it's Alex and I teaching it rather than a guest lecturer. So in the meantime, though, because we are, like I said, looking forward to the new year, and I know it's a really great time for whatever reason. I'm the same way. Like, I love setting goals in the new year. Like, hello.
The only thing I don't do at the new year is go to the gym. All other 365 days of the year. So like the first week of January, I'm like, I will find some other workout to do, but I refuse to go.
My husband and I were just talking about that. We walked in the gym this morning. We're like, all right, take a look around, because a month from now, we're not going to have a treadmill.
Like, enjoy the space like every other treadmill now, because that's not the case.
Yes. So yeah, we do have that course dropping though next month. So in the meantime, what we can do is drop those tips that you just asked for. We
definitely
love to do that. I actually made a YouTube video a couple of years ago about goal setting too. I can drop that. Like, man, throwback. This is like my fitness days. So
I think
there's like a fitness
I definitely have another one like that floating around on Facebook.
Yes, let me find it.
I think sharing all the help, I mean, as long as they're like short, quick videos, I mean, I'll totally watch them.
Yeah, I'm already embarrassed for the intro on this. Like, please just ignore everything I say. Just take the like content.
You know what did you say you did it a couple of years ago?
Yeah. It was like going into 18, I think.
Oh, before. Okay.
Because I was listening to a podcast. from a girl, and it was kind of similar to what I'm going through now. And she was another person that kind of encouraged me to get started with the blog. But she was like, in the beginning, you're so nervous about posting that first blog post or something that's not going to be perfect, and you don't have a ton of readers. But in the grand scheme of things, it maybe is okay that you don't have great readers because you're maybe not producing like this amazingly perfect content stuff. So it was kind of funny to just have that, just that perspective of things. Like, it's okay that it's just my friends and maybe my mom who reads the blog right now.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
This is already painful. The preview just came up and I'm like,
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch this.
Oh my God. I'm wearing red lipstick too. I look like freaking Taylor Swift. It's hilarious. All right.
That's awesome, actually. Let's be honest.
Oh, man.
I was going to share one thing about posting because it's something that Anna Laura and I like met a lot about like probably earlier this year. Like, oh, like, what do we post? Like, I don't want to post just to post and like, you know, like that kind of the post game. And I think like one thing that really helped was like not worrying about other people who are posting like daily, you know, because you never know what someone else, like what their sponsorship deals might be or what their job is like, you know, so kind of just getting that out of the way. And then secondly, thinking like, okay, what does your Instagram represent? And then thirdly, like what is attainable to you that's not going to stress you out, you know? So if it's not a post every day, maybe it's like every other day, or maybe it's once a week, and that's totally fine because that's for you. Right? That's your schedule and it's not going to stress you out, and like get comfortable with that. And then the others, I lost my count, but the other thing that
I was actually like, can you reread all of them? Because I was going to take notes. And
okay, so the first, well, do you remember what I said the first thing, Anna?
I'll have to watch the replay.
Oh, okay, I remember. The first thing was not worrying about how other people are posting. Like, don't let that influence how much you're posting, because you don't know, like, maybe their sponsorship deal requires a post a day, or maybe, you know, they have flexible work hours, so they can have time to do, like, a 2-hour content shoot and have all this stuff.
Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, my God.
So, and then the third thing was figure out like a posting schedule that works for you without putting stress on yourself. So maybe it's once a week, maybe it's twice a week, you know, maybe it's just on Sundays, and like be okay with that. Like everything is not judging yourself for what you decide to do. Like it's all you know. And then one thing that also really helped me, and I remember asking Anna Laura, was that I am not a photographer. I'm not a graphic designer. I don't have like an eye for things. That's why Anna Laura is our graphic designer and takes care of that stuff. And I call myself the Shine Studio apprentice because she has taught me her ways. But because for me, I kind of felt the same way. Like I'm not a blogger or an influencer. Like I don't have like batched content other than like SHExSHINES, and unless I like go out with a girlfriend or Ryan and takes photos. So one thing that really helped me was just making sure if I use my iPhone, clean the smudges from my screen, make sure I brought this tripod from Amazon, and I just take it out with me during the workday, and I find like kind of a deserted-ish street. Yep, it's got a Bluetooth camera thing. And I had Anna Laura create a preset for me. So now no matter what picture I take, like if it's on an iPhone or it was from a regular camera, I can just pop a preset on it, and like it helps with like a cohesive feed if that's something you're worried about. So there are little ways, you know, you can still be you and not put stress on yourself. So for me, now I'm like not stressed at all. I'm like, this is literally a selfie in my car, or like I took this with my phone, but I'm gonna pop a preset on it and like I feel great about it. So just a little
interesting. Okay.
On the flip side of that, I do want to add, like, that's like amazing for Alex's brand, and like
that works for me. Yes.
Yeah. So I do want to say, like, if your brand or business, like if that doesn't work for you though, like that's totally fine. Like I know for me, like as a photographer, images are everything. So that's why I do have like super like curated images and all this stuff, is because like that's what I'm like that's
like what you do.
Yeah, like if I like pop a selfie on, like, not that I can't do that on occasion because it is my personal feed, it's not my photography account. But if I did that all the time, people would be like, yeah, she's a photographer, like, you know. So
Right.
just take like, but anyways,
I will say that's one thing, not so much the presets, but I usually, not only if I do like have a photographer that snaps a photo, I definitely try to give them credit, but I also try to point out when I take a photo, I'm like, this is on my iPhone. And it's like, I don't have the nice iPhone 10 that has the nice, like, I don't even have portrait mode. Like,
I don't even think
on
you
my most basic iPhone. So I love to point that out just so I want people to realize like the realness behind it. Like, this is done with a photographer. It's a great photo, but this was just me in my kitchen or me in my bathroom getting ready, and I thought my hair looked really good, so I snapped a photo.
And that's awesome. Like, I think that's, like, as a photographer, like, y'all, please credit your photographers. It means so much. But, like, I will be on that forever, ever. But yeah, I love that. Like, there's one influencer, I can't even tell you her name. I think my mom told me about her, actually. She, like, goes around the world in, like, these big, beautiful dresses, like, walking on the beach and all this stuff. But her caption, or her, like, photography shout out or whatever, is Alfred the tripod. Like, so she walks around with her little clicker and her camera on a tripod, and like sometimes she'll do behind the scenes and stuff, but it looks like, you know, you have this glamorous photo shoot or whatever, but it's just like I call it a selfie button. So I do this when my husband's not available. Like, I'll set up my camera on the tripod and like click away. So yeah, that's just, yeah, I think it's so cute when bloggers do that. Like, I love it.
Definitely.
So it's whatever, too, like, as you're developing your mission statement and your audience, like, figure out what you want your brand to be. Because, like, if you want a curated feed, that's amazing, and you can do that. It just requires a little bit more planning, right? Or if you're someone who's a little bit more on the go, maybe you might want a preset if you still want a polished look. There's some people who don't care, and they just take whatever pictures, and it works for them. Like, even, like, well, they're celebrities, so it doesn't matter, right? But there are a lot of bloggers still who will just take photos, and it doesn't matter, right? And it is your content, too. So think about, you know, as you're doing this, like, what you want your brand to stand for. Like, that would not work on SHExSHINES, right? It doesn't work for Anna Laura's. So it definitely depends on the brand and kind of what your brand to stand for. So you can do it either way. Again, whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong, and don't judge yourself for whatever you choose.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Okay, so we'll get those goal setting tips to you as well. We'll pop those in the Facebook group for sure after this. Either like in the comments on this thread, or like a separate.
That'd be fine.
So just look up for it.
Either option would be good.
Yes. But yeah, do you have any other questions, concerns, comments?
I think I'm good. I like the monthly call. It got me like back on track with things. Like, I felt like I sat down Wednesday, I like signed up for my 2-on-1. I got this on my calendar. I plugged through another module. It's like, all right, back on track with things. So it's good. All is good. Just got to keep plugging through it.
Yeah. Well, this is like a self, you know, I don't know the word I'm looking for here. The
self-paced,
motivated, self-paced. Yeah.
Yes. Self-paced thing. Like, we have a guideline, like, you know, the syllabus there if you need more structure, but if not, you know, this isn't like, it's not actually college where like, it's like we're gonna like no, it's not that. We're just here to meet you where you are. So if, you know, you're 3 months in and you're like, you know what, I can't figure out my mission statement in my audience, like, that's fine. Like, just let us know, and we're happy to support you. And like, you know, like we did earlier, like we chatted about earlier.
Yeah.
Because I know you're not alone in that. So I just want to let everybody know who's watching the call. It's okay. Like, we're here for you no matter where you are in your journey. If you're like, girl, I've had my mission statement for 3 years, like, this is boring, I'm on to the next. Okay, cool. We're here with you. So yeah, and then we also have coming up some really awesome guest lecturers. In January, we have goal setting, as well as stress management and public speaking. And those 2 are guest lecture courses. So some really cool content coming at y'all. And then we have 3 new courses dropping every month. So be on the lookout for those.
Yay.
Any other housekeeping?
I think that's it. make sure you RSVP if you want to come on that Thursday, December 19th.
I just did.
Perfect. But other than that,
yeah, I thought there was one more thing, but if there is, I'm sure we will communicate it to y'all. But yeah, this has been really awesome. Next month we will be meeting on January something. Yeah, I'll update the calendar. I'll figure out that situation. Ooh, y'all hear that?
Was that?
I was saying, it sounds like a little kid.
Lucy?
No, that's like the cat that was supposed to be gone like 3 months ago.
Oh.
And that sounds like the dog.
That's a big old dog chasing a cat. So then a little dog. Okay. So welcome to our circus. What's up? Sorry. Okay, but yeah, we'll update the group call. Hopefully we'll have some new members joining us since enrollment does open up on January 2nd.
Okay.
So tell your friends. And yeah, we will see y'all next month, but drop your questions below, please. We'll talk to you.
Bye.
Bye.